Welcome to Cord Cutting today for February 10th, 2020. This is the show where I break down some of the biggest stories happening in the world of cord cutting right now and give you my opinion on them. Now, this is my opinion. If you want to learn more about these stories, check out the show notes down below. I'll put a link to each story there so you can read about them for yourself and come up with your own opinion. I'd love to hear from you. If you're new here, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. It really does help us because it lets YouTube know you enjoy what we do here. Hopefully we can help you break free from the high cost of cable TV and still watch the shows you enjoy. Well, it's been a crazy week in cord cutting. A lot is happening this week. Don't forget to keep an eye on cordcuttersnews.com. One of the biggest things we've been looking forward to this earnings season is Roku's earnings numbers. Later this week, we will learn how Roku did at the end of 2019. How's their subscriber growth? Are they seeing active users grow? They don't subscribe. How's their active user numbers, continue to grow? We'll be keeping a very close eye on this. There's a lot of other news coming up in the world of cord cutting. We still have to get Dish's numbers with Sling TV subscribers and more. So keep an eye at cordcuttersnews.com for even more cord cutting news. Link in the show notes down below. All right, let's get into it because it's been an interesting weekend. But one of the hottest topics in cord cutting legally over the last year has been the war on IPTV. These services out there that advertise, hey, $20, get 6,000 channels and more. That has created this whole weaving network of legal issues. And many people have argued, like, oh, you shut down one of these pirate services, another one pops up, and you know what? It's just a game of whack-a-mole. Well, now we're increasingly seeing the groups like Dish and Ace, which is a conglomerate of companies, including ones like Netflix, Amazon, and more, targeting the parent companies of these companies, the companies that, the finance companies, the hosting companies, and more. And they've been having some success there. And it's a new phase in the war of cracking down on IPTV services. It seems the early successes allowed them to get data. Hey, we took down this IPTV service. We learned who they got their money from. We learned the payment services they used. We learned the software they used to manage it. Who made that software? Let's go after them. So this is kind of a new phase in the fight against piracy. Now, a lot of people have argued these services are legal for this reason or that reason. I'm not here to argue that. So far the courts have not agreed with that argument. But what is very interesting is the move to make a criminal case out of this. We're seeing several piracy services face criminal grand jury indictments out there. For instance, iStream. And we're seeing an increase of international partnerships to go, hey, who are these hosting companies that are serving up this pirated IPTV feed here? That's probably going to be the future here. So it'll be very interesting. It's kind of one of those whack-a-mole games. They made it difficult to use this service and that service. I don't know. We'll see if they can significantly put a dent in it. But the truth is, the subscribers to these IPTV services, in some cases, dwarf this, or there's just so many more subscribers than legitimate streaming services. So that's why you see companies like Dish and companies like Ace really paying attention to this. So let me know, do you think this will be effective or not? All right, WWE has been a pioneer in cord cutting. The WWE network, when it launched, was revolutionary. The idea that you could subscribe to the sports league directly without having to go through Comcast or Spectrum or Amazon or another service was huge. And it had some great early success. Recently, though, it's lost a little bit of lackluster. There's more competition in wrestling. And I think, some people have argued the product hasn't been great. Other people have argued there's just so much content, why subscribe to the WWE? Now the WWE is saying, hey, maybe it'd be best if we partner with somebody like Amazon or one of the other services like DAZN out there that's a sports-focused streaming service, so we can bring our content out that way. Now, during the earnings call, the WWE network announced that their network streaming service is in talks and exploring options to partner with streaming services to offer it. Maybe as an Amazon channel, maybe as part of Amazon Prime. We heard that Amazon was talking to another wrestling league out there also. That's one example. There's other companies they're probably talking to also. Though they did say if this happens, we'll probably learn something here in the first quarter. So in the next month and a half, we may know about the WWE, maybe moving the WWE Network from a standalone independent service to one built into one of these services. Maybe it'll partner with ESPN Plus. Maybe it'll partner with NBC's or AT&T's streaming service, the BR Live service. So we're going to keep a close eye on this, but it's kind of interesting to see this move to live TV streaming. I think one of the things the WWE is looking at here is, hey, a lot of companies want sports content. Sports content is one of those things you watch live. And I know there's argument, is it sports or not? I'm going to say yes, it is for this discussion. Because if it's being watched live, people are more willing to watch the ads. If people are watching the ads, they can charge more for the ads, as opposed to a rerun of Home Improvement where people are fast forwarding through the ads, etc. So the live content, sports, news, award shows are very profitable because people watch the ads. And that's probably why the WWE is looking around saying, hey, this may be a good time to cash in on this drive for more live news and live content before that eagerness to get this dries up. So let me know, are you a WWE subscriber? There have been talk about revamping the service. That still may happen. They may still go that route. For now, though, it seems like they're evaluating their options first. There's been talk of everything about free tier, a mid-tier, and a premium tier with even more content, which we're seeing more and more of. You see Peacock coming out of that model free, and then you can get more if you pay a little bit. Word Viacom may do that with their new service, have Pluto TV content free. If you like what you see here, want more Nickelodeon, you just pay a little bit of money and Nickelodeon content's added in addition to that. So we're going to keep a close eye on this, but let me know if you're a subscriber, are you worried about losing the WWE Network? All right, Disney Plus. There was a survey done recently, and I forgot the name of the company, link in the show notes for that. But there was a survey done that said 36% of Disney Plus subscribers have canceled another service, including Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Hulu, for example, in favor for Disney Plus. Now, I'm kind of interested to know from you, do you think that's right? Now, I do know that there are a lot of cord cutters out there where it's like 3 to 4 services they pay for, but really of that, 2 they keep all the time. They may keep like a YouTube TV and a Netflix type service, but then something like a Disney Plus, Apple TV Plus, etc., maybe they rotate. One month they get Apple TV Plus, another month Disney Plus, another month HBO, for example. So are you one of the people out here that did that? Was it like, hey, I was subscribed to, let's just say Apple TV Plus for this argument. I watched everything there. I dropped it this month. I got Disney Plus. I'll binge watch everything, drop it, go over to HBO and maybe binge watch everything on HBO before I move over and do something else. So leave me a comment. Let me know if this falls into the kind of model you're following. That's the thing I've really discovered is it, a lot of companies they talk about being your primary streaming option, right? They want to be the main live TV service for you. They want to be maybe the main streaming service, which is kind of a battle right now between Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon. That service that all year long, Netflix is enough content for me with all the new stuff to justify paying for all year long. But it's Disney Plus. If it wasn't for that prepay, I probably wouldn't. I probably would just test it out, and then when I'm done with it, drop it and come back and get a new service. So let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from you. And lastly, one of the cool things out there that I don't think gets enough attention is YouTube. YouTube has a ton of content, but did you know they also have legal free movies and TV shows, full episodes of movies and television shows for free with ads? I'm always shocked that people don't really know about that, but they do. They launched it a while back, and we're also seeing a growing number of like Fox and others putting full episodes of Family Guy, The Simpsons, and more online to entice you. It's an attempt to entice you to subscribe, but there's so much of it you could really bounce around and watch a lot. Picard, the first episode of Picard is streaming for free on YouTube from CBS. But there's also movies like Meatballs and War Games, Teen Wolf, and more classic movies streaming legally for free with ads on YouTube TV. So I'll put a link down there in the show notes to it. But let me know, do you know legal options? Let's stick to the legal stuff out there. Free streaming services that you would highly recommend. Speaking of free services, Pluto TV and Xumo, which I don't know if I have it on the home screen here, sorry. They're some of the most popular free streaming services out there. And a lot of people have been asking, why have both? Because you've heard me often recommend having both. For one, it doesn't cost anything, why not have both? But two, they have some different content. Jess sat down and broke out exactly the differences between the two services. You know, hey, you get this over here, you get that over there. Here is why you need to go and have both of these options. So if you've been thinking about maybe you have Pluto TV but not Xumo, check this out. Maybe you have Xumo but not Pluto TV. Check this out because it really is a lot of content. So that's it for today. I'm back in the office. It's really good to be home. Been traveling so much. Thank you to everybody who bear with us as here we travel and deal with stuff. Big things in the works here. Very excited for them. But thank you for your support. Thank you to everybody who's been sending in tips. If you have a tip, go to cordcuttersnews.com, cordcuttersnews.com, link in the show notes. Click on the Contact Us button and send us a tip. Send us the deal. Send us the news story you found. Include a link. Include as much detail as you can. It makes us the ability to verify it and get the story read a whole lot easier if you say, hey, I found this deal online, and you included a link to the deal, for example. But send them. A lot of our best stories come from people like you sending us tips, and we really do appreciate it. So I hope you all have a fantastic day. I'll be back tomorrow with more cord cutting today as we cover the world of cord cutting news, tips, tricks, and reviews to help you break free from the high cost of cable TV. Thank you everybody for your support. I'll see you real soon. Stay warm and be safe out there.